Boston Veterans Services, and this is our 27th Operation Thank the Vet, so thank you so much. Today is special for a different number of reasons, and as we go throughout the plan for the day, you'll find out a little bit more why. But for a show of hands, how many of you have volunteered what Operation Thank the Vet for? Thank you for coming back. Thank you so much. So every month, for those of you who don't know, every month we do this from March to November in a different community in Boston. And we go out and we knock on our veterans' door, not just to say thank you, but also to give them a resource packet with information there on not just services, but also programs that help them thrive and just meet their full potential. And the main reason we have those great programs is because we have a great leader who ensures that we're, in this time of great growth in the city of Boston, we're making sure that every resident has access to these amazing programs. So I'd like you to help me in welcoming our Mayor of Boston, Mayor Martin J. Walsh.
Thank you very much, Commissioner. And I want to thank the Commissioner and her team at Veterans Services for the incredible work they do every single day for our veterans. They really do an amazing job, and I appreciate the introduction. But it's not what I do; it's what our team does. And thank you to everyone at Veterans Services. So we should thank them. This program, for me, is one of the best that we do. When I hear the stories afterwards, and the experiences that I've had at the doors with some folks, but when I hear the stories afterwards of the gratitude of the veterans, particularly the Vietnam vets, who weren't given a proper welcome home, and how grateful they are when somebody shows up at their door to say thank you, to offer support, to let them know of all the different programs that are available for them. It's so important that we do that. Last night I was watching TV and I was watching Boston 25, and there was a special about our veterans. And they were talking about the different challenges that different people have when they come home. And it's so important for us that we acknowledge the service and the sacrifice that our veterans have made to our country, that their families have made to our country, to allow us the opportunity to be free. If it weren't for the veterans, I wouldn't be standing here as mayor. All of us in this room wouldn't be in this room in a free country, a free society, the greatest country in the world. People talk about us around the world, how we are the greatest country in the world, and why? It's because of our values and who we stand for. Regardless of what's going on in the world, we're still the greatest country. And with that way, because the veterans put their life on the line, all the way from the Revolutionary War to today. So I want to take a special thank you here today to all the veterans. I would like to ask the veterans just to, if you're here, stand up or raise your hand, because we want to thank you for your service to our country. As Giselle said, you know, today is not just about thanking veterans. It's also about reaching out to veterans, to making sure that they have a supportive place they call home. We want them to realize that in their apartment or in their home or wherever they live, that's their home, but their home is also outside their front door, the entire city of Boston. We need to continue to make sure that any veteran that's dealing with social isolation, that we're reaching out to them to get them out, to help them move forward, understanding what they need to do. We need to help them with the invisible wounds of war. We have a program called Home Base in Boston that just expanded. And there's an opportunity for us to really, if you see a veteran today and you identify something with them that might not be right, let us know. Let the Veterans Office know so we can follow back up with that person. And we can go in there and make sure that they get the services they need. If you hear of a story from Home Base, of a veteran, you generally hear a story of person left, served our country, they came back, they changed, they started isolating. their wife or their husband or their children or their family realized something was wrong. They don't want to get help because they just feel like, you know, I'm fine. I fought for this country. I went to the service. I did what I was supposed to do. And oftentimes they won't reach out for the help. And the suicide rate amongst veterans is very, very high. So we want to, if you identify anything like that, if you identify something that you don't feel is right, just let us know. Let somebody know so we can go back there and follow up, so we can help somebody get into treatment. Because that's what's important for us, what we do here today. So I just want to also let people know, if you have a veteran that's out there that's struggling, that's looking for job training, we provide job training. We provide job placement in some cases. We'll be able to help them in a lot of things they do. So I just want to say, as you're out there thinking today, think about those different, as you're talking to somebody, think about the different situations people might be in. I'm grateful for the volunteers. This program doesn't exist if not for the people who come here time and time and time again. Those of you that are here for the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth time, thank you. Those of you that are here for the first time, welcome. We can't do this alone. We got to do this as a team, as a city, as a loving city. And I want to again thank all of you. And I just want to end by again thanking our Veterans Affairs Office. Commissioner Sterling and her team do an amazing job. As the mayor, I do a lot of interaction with different departments every day. And I can honestly say there's never been a time where I've had to call the commissioner or Chief Martinez, who's Chief Health Human Services, has had to call Veteran Services and said, this isn't being done or that isn't being done. That's never happened in my 5 years. So I'm able to go to bed at night and able to think that the veterans in our city are well taken care of. The issue is we got to reach out to them. Because the veterans that we get in touch with are taken care of and we can work with. But the veterans we don't reach, we can't take care of it. So that's what we're all about today. So again, to the Commissioner, to all of you here today, to the first timers, thank you. To the veterans, thank you. To the families, thank you. Any Gold Star families here, we want to say you are in our thoughts and prayers. And thank you. And we stand with you for the loss in your family. So thank you for being here. And happy Veterans Day to all.
And so many great points to take there. The community in Boston, the veterans community in Boston is so strong. And just to echo the mayor, we couldn't do this without volunteers like you, not just getting out there and making commitment to our veterans in words, but with your action. And we also couldn't do this, and I want to thank a few more people, organizations that help us, our stakeholders. The mayor mentioned the home base program. He does an amazing work and always comes here to help us with Operation Think of That as well. Also, the Vet Center. I know we have some representatives from the Vet Center here as well. Thank you so much for joining us, and they're also some of our super volunteers. And there's so many more people I want to thank, but also Veteran Services couldn't do this without the help and support from the Health and Human Services Department. I know Chief Martinez couldn't be here today, but I know Arturo Natalia has been here with us throughout the growth of this as well. And we have a great announcement. We do have an app. That app is actually going to help us when we go out there and make contact with our veterans to ensure that it's not just the first time that we're doing this. We're going to go back and keep going and make sure that they're getting the services that they need. So, excited to hear a little bit more about that. I know Mayor Walsh recognized the veterans in the audience, and I would actually like them to all come on up and join me here for another special recognition. So please, if I can have my veterans come forward. There's another point that I want to make is that veteran-to-veteran connection. Of having these folks who have served connect with the veterans who may not know about the services available to them. So thank you all so much for your service and your continued service today. Thank you. I would also like to do one more thing, because tomorrow is Veterans Day, but today is also a special day for some of the veterans here. If I could have my Marines take one step forward.
Yay! Hoorah! All right. Hey, Sean!
So today is the Marine Corps birthday, and I wanted to wish our Marines a happy because Sean, not only is he a Marine, he's our DJ for today and has offered his services time and time again. So again, thank you, and I'm going to actually turn this over to our Deputy Commissioner, Navy veteran himself, to go over what to expect and get us organized for the day. But again, thank you all for being here, and thank you for supporting our veterans.